Hey guys, Josh from Solution Base talking about what types of systems we have inside the home. I thought I would cover this because they're getting more and more popular because they really, in air conditioning, lead to better comfort and especially in basements, they can stop things like mold and mildew. So this is an April Air dehumidifier. This one happens to be non-ducted, but it is able to be ducted. This is the E130C. They're all sized based on how many pints of water they will remove from the air in a given day. And sizing them is a little bit of an issue. Like they're not easy to size, and often if you go by what they rate them are on a website or something like that, they will struggle to do the job. So when dealing with these, upsizing is sort of a good thing, which normally I'm more of a don't oversize your equipment, but when it comes to dehus, I think that there's some value there because of maybe the way they're rated. Like this one does probably 4,000 square feet, but it's rated for 6,800 square feet. And they're really a great piece of equipment. You can actually tie them into a Honeywell T10 thermostat. They will completely control whether they come on and off. You can do what we did here, which was put a media filter on them to help keep it clean and also to help filter the air that much more. It also can be ducted. As you can see here, this is readily capable of being tied in, and you would tie this, there's a few different ways you can duct them in, but in essence, you would tie this into the airstream on one side and tie the return from this into the airstream on the other side, and it would actually help the air conditioning dehumidify the air. Why is that so good? One, in basements and stuff, again, it's going to take care of mold and mildew and the like. Dehumidifying a basement can often make a 15 or 20% difference in humidity in the rest of the house without even being ducted in. But it also can be ducted in, and then you can remove humidity from the air during air conditioning mode. Why is it so important? Well, for the same reason we put humidifiers in heating mode, dehumidifying in air conditioning mode leads to more comfort. Why? Because it's the humidity, which are droplets of water in the air, that actually transfers heat to your skin. So if you're, bear with me, these are just base numbers that I'm going to throw off the top of my head. If you are 80 degrees and 40% humidity, or 80 degrees and 100% humidity, well, at that 100% humidity, it's oppressively hot. Many of us, especially Northeasterners, have experienced what it's like when it's 100% humid and 90 degrees out. You feel like you're going to pass out. Well, that's why, because basically you're sitting in a bathtub of humidified water, and all those water droplets are transferring that heat directly to your skin. When you remove the water droplets, the heat has less ability to impact your skin in the same way. So what this does is when you remove humidity mechanically from the air, it lets your air conditioning dollars go a lot further. Why? Because you might be comfortable at 73 on the thermostat instead of 69 on the thermostat, because you've removed a more appropriate amount of humidity. And now air conditioning itself does remove a fair amount of humidity from the air, but many houses need some additional help. Sometimes it's good enough, like this one, where it could just be added to the basement and it affects the entire upstairs and does a great job. Sometimes if you live near a creek or you live in a wooded area, there's a lot of shade over your home, those areas often have really high humidity, and this guy can make just a huge difference in comfort and making things not rot and not have humidity issues as far as keeping the longevity of construction products and wood and wallpaper and all those kinds of things. And then finally the microbial part of that, which is when you remove the humidity, microbes have a much harder time sustaining their growth and continuing to grow. So you can remove it, put one of these in, and then keep it from coming back anywhere near as fast or at all. So great piece of equipment, really something that's catching on much more. People are really starting to see the value in them, and I wholeheartedly agree and think they're a great piece of equipment.